Hi, everybody. It's Pat Love from eXp Realty. I'm here today with Karen Kobel. Did I do it right? Maybe we'll just leave that in. That's embarrassing. Of Kahlena Movement Studio. Thank you for taking time out of your day, Karen, to share a bit about your business.
Yeah. Hello. No. So, yeah, I'm Karen. Over here at Kahlena Movement Studio, we do Pilates, yoga, dance, meditation, mindfulness workshops, all sorts of stuff. I am from New York originally. I've been here for quite some time though, so you've got me, Canada. What else? What else do you want to know?
Well, that was very, very good description. I told you to be brief. You were brief. Yes. Okay. So we talked a bit before we started our interview about the pandemic and how it's affected your business. And so perhaps you could share a bit about what it's done, what you're doing to adjust, and maybe what other businesses can learn from your experience.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of what we do in movement is based on being here in person. We love the connection. We love the community aspect of that. And we just like, honestly, being in a room with other humans. Mm-hmm. And there's something to be said about getting instruction with your instructor in the same room with you. You feel more comfortable asking questions. So now we've had to learn an entire online world, whether it's Facebook Live, whether it's your Instagram Live, whether it's Zoom. That's where we're at. So there's a huge implementation of being able to do both at the same time.
And go back and forth, apparently.
There's literally, when my toddler dancers are on here, it's very entertaining, because I'll have my laptop in the corner, like I did last Saturday when we were allowed to be here in person. And I had my 4 toddlers in the room in their little dance squares, and then 2 toddlers on the computer. And so I'm saying, hey, Katrina. And then like the other little girls are like, where's Katrina? I'm not even having the conversation that she's in the computer, because then they just come up to the computer. This is what we do. It's fine, right? The adults don't do that, but
well, we hope not.
I have you in with my backdrop here, right? And normally there's yoga mats here with whatever props I have. And then if I'm allowed to have a client or 2 in person, they're behind the laptop. Mm-hmm. While the laptop isn't off to the side with people watching me, and it's like, so great.
Just another added problem.
So the moral of the story is we have to be adaptable. And we have to be open to the fact that things can change in 10 minutes, maybe more, or maybe less.
And at 3 o'clock every day.
Right in the middle of my work day, and people are texting me and saying like, hey Karen, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, I'll see you at 4:30. Or I'm working, just trying to finish my work day. So am I seeing you? Like, oh well, we were told not to. I was like, yeah. So my advice is be adaptable. Like, take a deep breath, figure out what the solution is, reach out to each other in this industry, whatever industry you're in, and don't be afraid to shoot me a text and be like, girl, what are you doing about this? Let's have a conversation about it. Or like, do you know who to call? Like, that's what I'm doing right now. The previous studio owner of my studio and that's what we do. She's like, hey, if you figure out who to call, let me know what they say. If I figure it out, I'll message you back. Like, that's just what we have to do.
That's great advice. Great advice.
Yeah. It's like, just like she says, we're gotta be kind.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And we just have to give each other the space right now to deal with how each one of us individually is dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm as positive as you're going to get.
Mm-hmm. And
But
it's even getting you down.
it takes a lot for me to sit in my car and just have a really good cry. And I did that last week a lot. And that's okay too.
Well, you got to release it somehow, right?
I mean, and I got to pick the pieces back up and get back to my hustle, because this is how we get, you know, the milk in the fridge, the chicken on the barbecue, and the dog food in the bowl.
Yep. Yeah. And it's all about, that's what this interview series is all about, supporting North Vancouver, the North Shore, really, everybody helping everybody. And it's all of the interviews I've done so far, everybody's on board. They're recommending other businesses. It's wonderful. So I can't hear you again, I think.
I'm super excited about my little collaboration. Did you get that?
Yes. Yes.
Who doesn't want a magnesium sound bath?
I know. That's great. The other thing, sorry?
I'll just plant that seed right there.
Yeah, there you go. No, I know she did mention that. And the other thing I'd like to compliment you on is what you did at the hospital.
Thank you.
And all the stuff you've done at the hospital, not just this recent thing.
It just, like, I mean, it does fill me up, because I love what I do and I love sharing what I do. And those people who show up with me, like, yeah.
So, so explain that whole process. Was everyone a student of yours? Some of the people worked at the hospital. You taught them the shindig. How did you pull that off?
Yeah, so the majority of the people have taken my dance classes, whether it's for 5 years or 15 years. Like, we're just a little family and a little posse. We are now known as the Kahlena Curbside Crew, because we're allowed to dance outside on the street. And back in April, International Dance Day happened, and I really wanted us to get the chance to do something, because all our dance things were canceled. So I just reached out to someone I knew from the foundation, Lionsgate Hospital Foundation. I said, hey girl, can we just come and dance for Evergreen House on the sidewalk, wherever? She's like, oh my God, yeah. So they let us know, they let the Evergreen House know. We showed up there, we did a little parade around the building, ended up at the ER, and that's how our relationship started. So we'd come back every once in a while, once a month, twice a month, and then they wanted to do a thank you card for their donors, because normally they do, I think, a seated dinner, like a lovely dinner. So yeah, that was basically a virtual thank you card.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
So wonderful. And then a couple of nurses that I know wanted to participate. So I said, great. Everybody learned everything on this little computer screen.
It was exciting and fun, and everybody should watch it. It really, it made me want to get up and dance, and nobody wants to see that.
Everybody's body can move.
I know I can move, just not maybe on that prettily, shall we say. Anyway, let's talk about Christmas and how the community can support your business by maybe buying gift certificates for people. So could you share a bit about that, please?
Yeah, so we're doing an online class pass sale. I'm going to do a 5-class pass sale for $63. I'm also doing a 5-class in-studio class pass for the future. That's $78.75. And you can always join our Facebook group online. It's called Kahlena Moves Online. And those are all pre-recorded workouts that we've done. And you can do them anytime you want.
Okay.
I've got a couple options.
And so they would make these purchases online?
Yep, right on kahlena.com. And
okay, so everyone, I will post at the end of this video a link so that you can go make these purchases to support this lovely lady, Karen, and her business, which is located in Edgemont Village or in the virtual world. Okay, so Karen, we did, I think we did it nice and brief and got the point across. So I thank you for your time. I appreciate you sharing here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you too. And I will thank you on behalf of the community. You know, New York's loss, our gain.
Thank you.